Bienvenidos, Dark
Good.
Souls numero 3.
Welcome home,
Jesus
chosen one.
Christ.
Very well.
So I'm not looking so hot.
No. I was really impressed with your Spanish there, though.
Yeah, I can count.
Farewell, Ashen One.
So we're gonna level up our strength because there is a certain weapon that may or may not have been brought up in the last video that I'm getting. I'm also wearing Wolnir's fancy crown.
Pretty be careful.
Yeah.
It's a nice hat.
Could you have... Did it shrink after you took it from him?
I'm not sure, but I think it brings out my bony features, like it did for him.
Yeah. Is it a replica? Like...
No, the entire world got a lot larger when he came back, including him.
Okay.
I think we might have physically been in the goblet. So Wolnir was like a regular skeleton with like mini skeletons running around.
Inside the goblet.
Yo, you want to argue like
No.
real space?
You know what? No, it's
in a
fine.
Dark Souls
it
game?
works. It works for me. Oh, those... Oh, it's both hands. That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Also, that attack was okay.
Wait till you see it in action. It's a lot funnier.
Okay.
But again, like when I picked up the Executioner's Greatsword, the chances of me trying to be fancy when I finish a boss have gone way too high. And I'm gonna make some mistakes later on.
No, that wouldn't happen to you. Oh, those look...
Yeah, these enemies are annoying.
So I know we've talked about our least favorite Ghrus, but can I add another one to that list?
The smelter demon here?
No, but there are plenty of demons here in the Demon Ruins.
Yeah, of course. Well, that would only make sense. Hang on.
I'm hanging.
Was that making a baby sound?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
It was trying to spawn in another one of those fire orbs.
Ah, and a Capra demon. Alright.
Yeah, there's a lot of dead Capra demons.
Questions that come up, but we'll deal with that later.
You might want to deal with them now.
Okay, why are there dead Capra demons?
Because this is Demon Ruins. Next question.
The Gru could not tolerate there being another contender for most disliked Souls enemy.
So they killed off the most disliked Souls enemy. Alright. That answers all my questions.
I feel like it would only be comparable if we had to fight the Gru as a boss in a small room with 3 dogs.
One more dog.
I mean, if you can't up the dog level by 50%, I mean, you're just not trying.
That's true. You can't really contest for worst.
I mean, we could like set the dogs on fire or something instead of add more of them.
Well, actually, the weird thing is we don't need to introduce dogs at all. We saw a couple of these guys in the swamp, but they're a Gru that decided, hey, I'm just going to be a dog.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
right. Okay. So they took the 2 worst enemies in the older Dark Souls games and combined themselves into that one thing.
And then they said, okay, we want them to look reminiscent of another thing people have fought before. And then somebody said, Prowling Magus. Yeah, got it.
Okay, cool.
Give him
Awesome.
a stupid head.
Now the fire orbs those guys put up, I believe you can attack them and break them, but there's not a whole lot of point. Oh yeah, this attack's fun.
Oh, cool.
So he's buffed now.
Yep.
Awesome.
That's buffed, not buff. I'm not looking at his muscles, not yet.
So you did that on purpose so we could see what that attack was like, right?
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, how are we going to see this guy just... He's ready for us.
He's just... he is ready to go. Okay, that big thing in the corner has got to be...
Set dressing.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's those things.
Yeah. So then they were like, okay, we need an enemy from one of the worst areas we've ever made.
And we're just gonna sit him there for no reason.
And then they're like, we need to make another bad enemy, but this time out of fire.
And make it annoying.
Make it immune to its primary weakness.
Yes.
So I don't full on hate this area, but like the beginning part with all the Gru, it's kind of not fun.
Yeah,
No.
I really like how this area looks, but a lot of the enemies are not fun to fight.
Actually, one of the big complaints is how this area looks. In that it's a bit too similar, and I got lost the first couple times I played this. Like, this area is not that big, but wow, do all the hallways look the same.
I can see that.
This also takes really heavy inspiration from the Chalice Dungeon look from Bloodborne.
Seems like this game takes a lot from Bloodborne.
It takes even more from Dark Souls 1.
No, okay, that's fair. Jesus.
Yeah, you can attack their fire orbs if I remember right, but the height they hover at, you basically need to get a bow to do so.
Yeah, they're kind of annoyingly high off the ground.
And the guy will just make more of them if you do that, so there's really no point.
And thankfully, I can stun him out of that, which is what I've been doing.
Yeah, until now. Until now. Alright, good.
So maybe you've noticed what's all around the room.
Yeah. Demons. All over.
Mm-hmm.
Big demons.
So they put a nasty trick here to get an undead bone shard.
Mm-hmm. Don't they always?
So we've got the Asylum Demon, and we've got the Taurus Demon.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed none of these guys, like, come to life and burst out of the wall to fight you.
You'd almost think they would be. I mean, that Asylum Demon was fucking pumped.
Yep.
He was ready.
He's ready to kill.
So, leaving this room, we have 2 hallways. The first time I played this game, it felt like 8.
Oh, good. Dog Ghrus.
The Gru.
The Gru, yeah.
And add into the confusing layout, doors with black knights behind them.
Of course. Well,
There's a bunch of fog walls.
at least he killed the Gru for you.
Yes, a very simple enemy. I'm glad they took mercy on me here.
Yeah, exactly.
This room is pretty nice because there is an item here that you'd think I might get from this guy, really.
Oh. Is it the shield?
It's not the shield. It's not really his weapon, though.
Oh.
But it is one of the Black Knight weapons.
Oh. Nice.
So
That's a good sword.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if there is a Black Knight in the game that just uses a sword. Like the axe and the ultra sword, the great sword, yeah, but I don't know if there's another one. I don't even know if one uses a halberd.
Well, we've seen, what, 3 of them so far?
At least 2.
Yeah, just 2 at this point, I think, because there's the one back in the swamp, and now there's this one.
Okay. I thought we saw one before that, but I might be wrong.
It's okay. There's an area coming up towards the later half of the game that's got way too many of them.
Of course. Of course there is.
There's also maybe another one, you know, hiding around this area.
Oh, why wouldn't there be?
Yep.
Well, that's not it.
No, this is not the Black Knight. This is Black Knight in training.
Yeah, oh, okay.
The old beat kit. So I hope you've been paying attention, because you're going to help me navigate out of here.
Nope. Good luck.
So is that 3 right turns or 5?
I believe it was 12.
Just keep going deeper. You'll either die or find your way out eventually.
So speaking of deeper, why do they keep presenting their crotches to me?
They like you a lot.
They can't help that you're so short.
Hey, some people appreciate shorter guys, okay? Even though they're like 8 feet tall, not all of us can be monsters.
I don't know.
I didn't sign up for G-Date, where I can find all the hottest Ghrus in my area.
I did sign up for G-Date. Not a great plan.
A lot of screaming, I hear.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to make baby sounds, and I'm just not into that.
Well, you gotta be, making fire.
Right.
Look, there's a lot of euphemisms.
Sometimes they're a fire crotch. You never know. Fire in their crotch? I don't know where I was going with that.
I mean, I don't think anybody did, but you're certainly one of the people who didn't.
I feel like it was nowhere good wherever it was.
No, definitely not. Oh, hello.
So, he's clearly done the Rasengan. This is Naruto.
Yes, he is.
He didn't even
But,
need
like,
a clone, just another pair of arms.
That's all he ever needed.
He was the realest anime of us all.
Oh no.
Let's not go on an anime rant again. Oh, this looks like a fun room.
It's just a couple of Ghrus enjoying their day, you know? Just Ghrus being Ghrus. Ghrus before hoes.
Spreading their legs. Hanging out.
You know what Ghrus do.
Yeah.
I'm not here to judge.
Just get your hand right up in there.
Yep, just right up the ass.
Hey. That's for private time.
You're ruining their private time.
Well, they didn't want me to ruin their private time. They wouldn't put an item in the middle of the room that I don't actually need that much.
Or splay out with their crotch in your face.
I think we're getting a little bit of an inside view of Miyazaki's mind as it broke down from having to make another Dark Souls game.
I want a whole bunch of weird demons with their crotch just splayed out for everyone to see.
That's basically what we saw in Lost Izalith. Just a lot of dragon butts.
Yep.
Maybe that's his underlying theme.
Maybe it's a reference to the Berserk anime I've never seen.
Could
It
be.
probably is. Now, I think we are now at the point where, in my playthrough, I entered these tunnels. Because one of the things that giant ballista up top can do is blow up a chunk of the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, I almost always come in through the boss way, kind of. So I'm kind of going through, like, backwards.
Oh. Good.
There's still, like, there's another level that we're kind of tackling now.
Yep. Whole bunch of little side tunnels.
So this is like the level before the level that you meant to go to. Punching them rats to death.
So there's just more of those walls that are really hard to tell that they're fake.
Of course, cleverly hidden walls.
And they all look the same, so if you've forgotten where one is, I mean, good luck trying all of them.
Hold the phone.
Yep, that's another...
Hey, so you remember Dark Souls 1?
Yeah, that's what happened to her. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like Koilana went back to Koilan and kind of died. Whoops.
Man, the Dark Souls fossil record has to be really weird.
Well, I don't want to add myself to it, so we're not going to deal with this lava.
Oh yeah, that room sucks.
Is there an orange charred ring?
Nope.
No.
Of course not.
There's a flash sweat, and there is a hope you don't die.
Excellent.
Like, you can do a lot to buff yourself in this game, but this character can't really do that.
He's not prepared.
I don't know if it actually works, but I think one of the pieces of advice I've seen for that room is get a shield with good fire resistance and hold it up as you run through.
Huh.
I wonder if that would work. Because I do now have the whatever Dragon Crest shield.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's kind of a funny mental image of just holding the shield up to protect your feet.
Yeah. The shield is just imbuing you with the magic when you hold it.
I don't understand why we couldn't surf on it.
It'd be more like boogie boarding, and that only gets you so far.
Remember Dark Souls 1?
Where you could accidentally drop down into a pit of death?
So you do remember Dark Souls 1?
Yeah. That's all of that's all I remember from Dark Souls 1.
So for some reason this room gets filled with like this fog that's kind of hard to see. I don't know where that comes from.
No, can't imagine. Is the fog, like, dangerous at all?
You know, I've heard it can be.
Yeah. Huh. That's weird. Fog shouldn't really be that dangerous.
Yeah, it should be like Silent Hill.
No, it's filling up that skull meter again. I'm pretty sure that's a good thing.
Yeah. You want to join that biker club, right? Well, I guess you'll never know.
There's a lot of eggs on the wall. A lot of open eggs.
Well, they gotta eat somehow, and you're not making an easy target.
Wait, who's got to eat? The thing in the eggs or the thing's eating the eggs?
Either? Both?
This is very confusing. I hope we don't come across any spiders.
No, that would be terrifying.
There's never been spiders in a Dark Souls game.
Spider ladies?
No, those are banned.
Oh, those are banned.
We're banning ladies.
Oh, this is a guys-only game. Okay.
Oh.
Oh. Hi.
Yep,
So,
Okay.
it's a friend.
Tosorig is here again.
Oh, he's your good friend.
He was just chilling down here by himself.
Yeah, he blocked you with his sword.
Yep.
It's honestly kind of effective because it's a huge-ass sword.
Well, he's here to make all the ladies go away.
Oh, that's what he's doing here. Okay.
I think the Fume Knight sword is the most damaging greatsword in the game. Or ultra greatsword. But it also takes a ridiculous amount of strength to use.
I would imagine.
Yeah, when I fight this guy, my best strategy is to not get hit.
I feel like that's
It's pretty good. It's not a guarantee, though.
most strategies. There you go. Now you did the right thing.
And now we get his stuff.
Yep.
Oh. So is that the last time you have to fight him now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can bring him to the boss if we want to. But I don't want to.
And dead.
Well, it's better than him running off into the fire, which is kind of what I expected from that one. So, I mean, that fire is really dangerous. I hope nobody falls into it. That would hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be kind of dumb on their part.
Oh, is that a friend?
Yeah. He's here to make your day better.
He's the bridge patrol.
He's the worst kind of bridge patrol.
And what are the levels of bridge patrol?
I feel like good versus bad.
What about hot?
Oh, that. Yep. Wow.
Oh, look, he dropped something.
Oh.
You better go get it.
I hope it was the great sword.
No, we're gonna leave that there because there's no way I'm coming back from that.
So I remember this area is one of the areas I tried invading in when I was first playing through the game, before I got completely fed up with how the PvP worked.
Did you ever find anybody?
Every now and then. More frequently, they would just die somewhere off screen and I'd get a tongue out of it. Which is why I invaded here.
Sorry, without context of that being Dark Souls, it was really weird.
Yeah, that would be really weird.
So there is an obvious joke that I could have made here, but I didn't because I have this thing called restraint. And
You mean playing the Snake Eater theme?
I'm still in a dream.
I'm not saying that one of the DLCs has an even longer ladder, and I might use the joke there. But, just
If you don't play...
keep the options open.
If you don't put the Snake Eater theme in post on the longest ladder you can possibly find, there's something wrong with you.
Well, I'm not going to.
Oh my god.
Because there are 2 ladders.
Okay.
So it takes even fucking longer. And there's technically 3.
I still should definitely play it.
Yeah, still in a dream, Snake Eater. So we are going to finally deal with that ballista, since we went up about 3 million miles with that ladder.
Yeah.
So now we're about level with the ballista, still a little bit more to go.
It's still higher than you.
Yeah.
So, oh boy, it's your favorite.
Oh yeah. And okay, they're clipping through each other. Good.
I'm just glad they're having fun. Not enough people have fun in Dark Souls.
No. I'm thoroughly impressed that didn't just keep bumping into you like it did in Dark Souls 1, where they just didn't stop rolling when they hit you.
They do, yeah, they just do so little damage now because they kind of nudge you out of the way immediately.
Yeah. They were so much worse earlier on.
So it's eerily quiet without that ballista going off, because it only tries to fire at you if it can.
Right, if it sees you. Are there going to be any, like, white trees that you can get that it's going to fire for you, or is that done? That's not a thing
No, that's
anymore.
done.
Oh.
You can see we're actually at the base of the ballista. That thing is fucking huge.
Yup.
But do you remember in, say, the first Dark Souls game, that there was this big place that had a bunch of traps, and there were some people at the top that were operating these traps?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure no one remembers an area like that from Dark Souls.
No, that doesn't sound like a thing that they would put in.
That's good, because then this is a brand new idea no one's ever seen before.
It's a good thing they didn't copy from the first game, otherwise that would be really weird.
I do kind of wish that the ballista would still try to turn to face me, even though I'm right underneath it.
Right.
Because you can hear the motors going.
I just kind of wish you could climb up and aim it yourself.
Yeah.
That would make a lot of stuff a lot easier.
Yep, because now it's done. It doesn't do anything anymore.
Can you turn it back on? Oh, they're dead.
Yeah, the giants from the first game that were dropping balls on me.
They...
And also bombs.
Yep. Lots of balls.
So we're almost done with this area. You're going to clean it up a little bit down there because there's a ton of enemies that I avoided. And then we're going to go kill ourselves another fire boy.
Alright.